Hi everyone. Well, oops. Sorry about that. Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel, Bluebird Magic, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today is the setup's a little different than usual because things are kind of a mess in my life right now. But basically, for the reason the reading is different is because my laptop broke and I have to get a new one, and so I can't do any of the video editing that I usually do. So I can't use my usual camera. So this is being filmed on my phone right now, which means also that the readings have to be much shorter than usual, because I cannot fit long videos on my phone, and I don't know how my phone would do like trying to upload. Yeah, it has to be a fairly quick upload too because of it being on my phone. So anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. In case you didn't see my community post or you're new, that is, yeah, why this is like this. But anyway, hopefully I will be back to the usual things soon, but I want to make sure that I get a good sale on, you know, such a big purchase. So, yeah. Anyway, so this reading today is going to be a pick a card on, basically it's like an encouraging message from your guides. I just wanted this to be something that was uplifting and encouraging, and just to let you, just kind of like to remind you of what you're doing well, like you know, what you're doing really good at. So yeah, it's basically like, it's like your spirit guides, it's like the universe, your spirit guides, spirit telling you what they're really proud of you guys for. Like what are they most proud of you for right now? So to do that, I've got some oracle cards here that I already pre-shuffled because there's not room. You know, like the shuffling would take a long time, so I don't have that in this video. But anyway, we have oracle. Which oracle is this? I forget already. I think it's like believe in your own magic oracle. Is that it? Yep, believe in your, oops, I'm dropping things already. Okay, believe in your own magic oracle. And then we have some C Melodies advice cards, and then these little pouches here are have little compliments in them. So yeah, we're gonna get those out. And yeah, okay, so 3 piles. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. And I guess I will leave you to choose your pile. We don't have any like meditation music in this one, because, you know, I can't actually edit this video very well on my phone. So this is probably going to be a completely edit-free video. So yeah, like I don't even think I'm going to edit out the gaps in between the piles. It's just gonna be like one film, because I tried to edit a film that I made on my phone and it did not go well. So it's like when it's a big file, it does not want to cooperate. So I think I'm just gonna do this as like one long thing. So if I make a mistake or something I would usually edit out, I'm sorry, but I just can't do that today. So all right, well, if you haven't already chosen your group, you can pause the video here and take as much time as you need. Oh yeah, one more thing. Oh, well, 2 more things actually. First, I forgot to say thank you to all of my subscribers and everybody who has, you know, liked one of my videos or, you know, supported me. I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much. As usual, I just wanted to say that. And also the second thing is, for comments, I'm making a change in that, for this video probably, and probably most videos to come unless I change my mind again. I'm going to hold all of the comments for review. There are a couple incidences that just made me feel like I just want to make sure that the channel, you know, the comment section of this channel feels safe. And so I just want to make sure that, you know, the YouTube filter didn't catch this. So luckily I caught it quickly, but it's causing me stress, stress that I feel like is not necessary. And I just don't want something like that showing up in the comments. So I want it to feel nice and safe for you guys. So to make sure that nothing like that slips by again, I'm going to hold all the comments for review, which just means that I will see all of your comments. It's just the comment might not show up right away in the comment section. So if you don't see the comment right away, it's because it's gone to me for review, and so I will see it, and it might take me a few hours to like check back and see the comment and approve it, and then once I approve it, it will be visible in the comment section. So, but I will see them, so don't worry. It just might take a few hours for it to show up, depending on how quickly I get to it. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you know about that so that you weren't confused or like wondering what happened to the comments. Okay, so yeah. All right, so I think I've covered everything. Now, if you still need time, you can pause the video and take as much time as you need, and I will see you in your reading. Right, okay, I'm not pausing. So, all right, we'll just move to group 1. Move these out of the way. Hang on, guys, I gotta take a sip of water. I don't know if you're here yet or still, but in case anyone is. I'm drinking out of a mason jar today, so if you were wondering what that was. All right. Okay. All right, I think I am here now. I think I'm ready. Hi, group 1. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this a quicker reading today because of the phone challenges and stuff, but hopefully it will still be something that will be nice in some way that you will enjoy. So, okay, got that. Put these over here. All right, so getting into your oracles first, I have no idea if you're going to be able to see these cards or not because I cannot see the camera screen, so I don't know if it's focusing, but we've got protest, start a revolution, and these are things that your guides want to talk about, telling you that you're doing really well at right now and that they're proud of you for. Okay, second card, we have Lioness. You've earned all your stripes. And again, I'm sorry if you can't see the card. I have no idea if it's focusing or not, but all right. And then we have Shark. Swim away from this situation. All right, so yeah. Okay, so first of all, you guys, group 1, I feel like and if anything that I say, if like nothing that I'm about to say resonates with you at all, it is possible that this reading actually could be referring either to something that you haven't done yet, but that you're going to do. That's something I forgot to mention in the intro, that this is either something you have done that your guides want to talk about that they're proud of you for, or it's something that you are going to do that your guides are proud of you for. So that Spirit's proud of you for. So I just wanted to mention that first. in case, because it could be for some of you, you might get this message and be like, this doesn't make sense. I haven't done this yet. And it might be, just keep in mind that it could be something that you will do. Either that, but if it doesn't feel like anything that you've wanted to do at all, like if it does not resonate with you and you're like, no, this isn't something I'm interested in, then it could be that it's not your group. And then you might want to try a different group, or there just might not be a message for you in this particular reading. But anyway, just want to mention that. Okay, now getting into the cards. So for you guys, group 1, your guides want to talk about how proud they are of you for how you have helped others, how you have helped stand up, not just for yourself. Like, I feel like you're good at standing up for yourself, but you've also used your voice to help other people whose voices have been, who can't speak for themselves, or whose voices have been suppressed. It's like, yeah, it's like in some way you're like a voice for others, or you're like an advocate, or, yeah, in some way, like you stand up for others. You've been standing up for others. You've made some sort of I just keep hearing giving others a voice, helping others to be heard, like advocating. Yeah, I just keep hearing the word advocate really strongly. So, yeah, you it's like you help others to be heard, or you help other with their struggles. You help other people to be seen and heard. And I feel like for some of you, there have been times when you had to fight for yourself, and now you also fight for others. Like, there may have been a time where you really had to work hard to stand up for yourself and to be, like you really had to stand up for yourself, and now you do that for others too. For some of you, maybe it wasn't a story where you had to stand up for yourself, but you still stand up for others. But anyway, whatever the case is, they're proud of you for standing up for others. They're proud of you for helping others. They just they really appreciate how you've gone out of your way to help others and make changes, positive changes in the world, to make it a better place for everyone. Not just yourself, and that's just a really beautiful quality of yours, and they're really proud of you. Like, I'm tearing up already. Oh my gosh, I did that in one of the other groups when I was shuffling through the cards too. It's funny too, because I didn't think this was going to be a really emotional reading, but I am getting emotional. I just really feel like your guides are so proud of you, and they just really appreciate this. And the people that you've helped, or the people that you will help, appreciate you so much. And I'm getting really, like, I'm getting choked up. I really feel that, like you guys make a difference, Like, what you're doing, it's really, yeah, it's making an impact for people. Like, it's something really important that you're doing here. And the people that you've helped or will help appreciate you so much. And your guides, they're so proud of you. And Spirit thanks you for your contribution, for your service to to trying to make the world a better place for everyone. It's a really beautiful thing, group one. Yeah. With this lioness, you've earned all your stripes. I just feel like that goes back to the fact that there could have been a time when you had to fight for yourself, or you had to, maybe not the same fight that you're helping others with, but like you had to go through something very difficult. Some of you might have gone through something very difficult where you kind of felt alone, or like it was only you, and you had to do it all on your own, or you had to go through it alone, or you had to fight really hard to get somewhere on your own, and you don't want others to have to go through that. Like you've become really strong and really earned this. I feel like I feel like you've been through, it's like for some of you, it goes back to the story of you helping others. But for some of you, it's a separate story too. For some of you, it's both stories. And for some of you, it's one or the other. But I'm also getting a story here where you've really worked. Another thing that they're proud of you for is that you've really worked on your self-esteem. They're proud of. I'm hearing like they're proud of how proud you are of how far you've come, or some. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm getting. It's like you know your beauty. I feel like you know your worth now, and you know your beauty. And it's like you see beauty in the struggle that you've gone through, and in what you've worked through, and it's like you can see all parts of yourself and all parts of your journey as beautiful. It's like you embrace and accept all parts of yourself, and you embrace and accept all parts of your life, and like all parts of what's happened to you, or all parts of what you've been through. And it's almost like you can embrace all parts of you, all parts of your past, all parts of what you've been through. It's like you've integrated all of that, and you can appreciate it all, and you see all of it as beautiful. Like you see all of it as part of you, of a part of what created you as you are now, and you're proud of yourself how you are now. And so yeah, it's like everything that's happened to you, everything you've been through has given you, has really, has like given you character. It's given you it's made you more interesting. It's given you more character. It's given you more life and wisdom, and understanding and empathy for others. And it's beautiful, group one. And I feel like your guides are proud of you for seeing yourself in this positive light, and for like seeing yourself as this lioness. Either that, or they're saying that like that's what you're working on, or what you're moving towards now. Like you're moving towards this state, and they are, encouraging you, and they're proud of where you will be. So again, just take what resonates. Either this is a state that you've reached, or this is somewhere where you're going, or this part might not resonate at all, but that's definitely for someone. And with the shark swim away from the situation, I feel like you guys have really learned to move away from people who are not for your highest good. That you've learned to move away from energies and from situations, from people who are not good for you, that aren't good for your life and aren't good for your energy, aren't good for where you're headed. Basically, people that I just, whether you want to use the word toxic or, just people who are not at, on the same frequency as you, or they're not on the same page as you, or people who pretend like they are your friend, but they're not really there for you. They're not supportive of you. They're not helping you in any way, and they're pretty much against you, even though they try to tell you that they're not. Like two-faced friends and things like that, fake friends, whatever you want to call it. And it could be like different situations for different people, but whatever the case specifically has been for you, you've learned to move away from people who aren't good for you, and from situations that aren't good for you. And your guides are really proud of you for doing that, for cultivating the awareness, first of all, of who isn't good for you and figuring that out, and then having the bravery to move away from them. Because sometimes it is scary, because sometimes, we're afraid we're going to be judged, like other people will judge us for moving away from certain people, or, cutting off certain connections. We're afraid people will see us as, too mean or too harsh sometimes. Depending on your situation, this may not resonate, but if it does, your guides are saying they're proud of you for making these changes in your life, and for learning like what types of people are positive for you to have in your life and which ones aren't, and then moving away from those that aren't and staying away from them. Or again, it could be situations too instead of people, but yeah. So that's the other thing that they're saying you're doing really, really well at. And I just want to say I'm proud of you guys too, group one. It just looks like you've really reached a place, or you will reach a place where you're really comfortable in your own skin and you're really proud of yourself, and you know who's good for you, you know who's right for you and who's not, or what situations are good for you and which ones are not, and you're not tolerating that, you're not keeping that in your life anymore. You're not keeping things that aren't good for you, that aren't helping you reach your full potential, that aren't, helping you to be your best self and live your happiest life, that aren't for your highest good. You're moving away from those people and situations, or you have moved away from them, and yeah, you're doing a really great job, and yeah, they're very, very proud of you. And it just looks like you've done really, really good at doing that for yourself and reaching this comfortable place inside yourself. And I feel like that is why you are so good at helping others, why you're so poised. What am I trying to say? Like you're in a really good place to help other people, because you've gotten to that, you're wise, and like you're solid, like you're very confident and secure in your wisdom and what you know, and yeah, you're comfortable with yourself and you're strong. And I feel like all of that just makes you ideal for, standing up for others, for helping others, for for advocating, for protesting, whatever it is. It's like you're ideally suited for helping others, because you've already gone through so much to help yourself and to grow strong and wise. And yeah, your guides, you're just really awesome, group one. I feel so honored that I get to read for such awesome people in my readings. I just wanted to say that, but yeah, okay. So now let's get into your, we're going to do advice cards first on like how you can take this, you know, keep going even further with this, like do even better at this, or it could be advice for something else. But anyway, we're going to get the advice card messages, and then we're going to do your little compliment paper things here. Okay, so we have, right, I want to do it in this order. We have anchor, keep yourself grounded. Move, barnacles only grow on a docked ship. Opportunity, you will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. All right, this makes a lot of sense. All right, I don't know what this looks like because again, I can't see the camera, but okay, communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. Okay, I feel like your guides are encouraging you here on some maybe. This feels like kind of like a nudge, like kind of trying to nudge you in a direction, or like, you know, like kind of tapping you on the shoulder, like, hey, there's something we want you to do here, is kind of the feeling. Because, you know, we go from the anchor to the move card here, and it's like this anchor, you probably can't see it, but this anchor has like a rope wrapped around it, and then this anchor has like the rope free. So I feel like it's like you're going from this anchored state to moving. I think they're encouraging you. For those of you that haven't started helping others, but there's something you want to do that you know about, that you have in your mind, this is a confirmation for you and an encouragement to get moving with that plan, to get moving with that work. Because yeah, they're saying it's like you're going from this anchored state to this moving state. They're saying there's going to be an opportunity for you to use your voice, because we have the communicate here. It just goes so well with, you know, like the advocacy that I was talking about, or, you know, using your voice, helping other people to be heard. They're encouraging you to communicate. There's going to be an opportunity, or an opportunity you already know about, to use your voice for something, to communicate something in some way, and they are definitely encouraging you to do that, to go ahead with those plans, to make that move. Yeah, that is the message. And I really feel like I think that's the main message for those of you that like you haven't started any of this yet. It's still the same message. It's like encouraging you to stand up and start doing this kind of thing. And for those of you that have done this in the past or are currently doing that, it's like there's going to be a new opportunity for whatever it is you're involved in. It's like there's going to be a new opportunity soon for you to communicate something, to use your voice in some way. And yeah, and they're encouraging you to go for that, to do that. I'm also feeling like they are encouraging, they are letting you know, though, I feel like they're saying, though, like to not, that you don't have to move too quickly with this. It's like with the anchor and move next to each other, I almost feel like it's okay if you just like take gradual steps at first, or it's almost like you don't have to do like, if you're feeling like you can't take on, I'm not sure exactly what I'm getting here, but it's like, instead of taking on like a huge project, it's okay if you just want to take on like a small project, or like take the project or whatever it is you're working on, like a little step at a time, like take just like one small step, or do like one small thing. Do small things at first if you need to kind of ease yourself into it at first. If this is something you've taken a break from for a while, or if it's something that you haven't done yet, it's okay to like take small steps first that feel like they're more attainable. And then from there, like, you know, basically like baby steps. Like it's okay if you need to take baby steps at first to kind of ease into this at first if it seems kind of like overwhelming, or it feels like it's going to be like a really big thing to take on, or a big project, to just try to focus on like one step at a time, like focus on the next step directly in front of you, or just like take small bites out of it. And then gradually that will add up to great progress over time. But I feel like if you're kind of feeling a little overwhelmed about it, and that's partly what is like preventing you from moving on this, I feel like taking the small steps might be helpful for you guys. Okay, so now we're gonna finish off with your little compliments here, and then I will send you on your way, group 1. Till next time. Okay, so actually I'm going to leave this open. All right, so first we've got, it says, your honesty and sincerity are deeply meaningful gifts to the world. Yes, they really, really are, group 1. Like we were saying, like your voice again with like you know, your honesty and sincerity, and it's like you're standing up for others, you're helping, you know, yeah, you're making your voice heard, you're helping other people's voices to be heard, you're advocating for them. So yeah, and you are those things, you're sincere about it, like it really means something to you. And they're gifts to all of the people. Yeah, the way you communicate and the way you truly deeply care about, you know, the causes and the people that you stand up for, the way you care about all of this sincerely, it really, really makes it, that's what makes the difference when you talk about it, or when you communicate it. And I feel like you will make a difference. I feel like you already do, for a lot of you, make a huge difference in people's lives. And if you don't yet, like you will. And yeah, you are a gift to the people around you. Okay, it says, you're so good at expressing yourself in creative ways. Okay, that's cool. So maybe that's also a clue. You guys definitely, that could be a confirmation for you too, that this is your group, like if you are a creative person, or that could be a clue as to how you can communicate something, like using your creative gift in some way to help you to get a message across. Like using your art, using your creativity to get a message across, or a point across, or help people to be heard in like a new way, like a different way, a creative way, some way that uses your art or uses your creative expression in some way. That could be a message for you too. Okay. I was expecting these to just be straightforward, but I'm getting extra messages in with the compliments. Okay. And it says, you're beautifully vibrant and expressive. Yeah, again, with the expression, there's just so much here about like you communicating a message, and you being really good at that, and using your, there's just a lot about like creative expression here. Yeah. Okay. That is so beautiful, group 1. And it says, you're so good with children. Aw. Aw. Okay, so for some of you, it could be that the work that you do involves children in some way, or this could also even be like you helping people with their inner child. This is a message for probably not everyone, but for some of you, you might help people with their inner child, or somehow help people to like listen to their inner child, almost like you're helping like you're helping people. It's like you're advocating for people's inner child that they're not listening to, and like helping people get in touch with their inner child. It's interesting that this is coming up, but I also feel like you might have a good connection to your inner child as well. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this the work that you do, the causes that you're interested in some way they involve children for a lot of you. So that's just an acknowledgement of that, and that is just something that's a really beautiful quality and a beautiful thing about you guys. For others of you too, I wanted to mention, it doesn't have to be that this work involves children. It could just be that that's a separate complement for you, and that you just, like maybe your work is, or the cause that you're involved in is not something to do with children, but they just wanted to add that in there, that you are really good with children. So, okay. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you then, group one. I hope this was helpful for you in some way, or, that it was at least uplifting, or, made you feel good in some way. Because I really, yeah, it made me feel really good to do this reading for you guys, group one. You seem like just really amazing people. And like I said before, I feel really honored to do this reading. So I do hope it helped in some way. Well, I hope to see you again sometime. Thank you for being here with me and letting me read for you. Yeah, this was really nice energy. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope to see you again sometime, guys. Take care. Bye. I can get it in here. Okay. All right. Hi, group two. Welcome to your reading. I hope you are doing all right. If not, that's okay. But I hope this reading will maybe help you feel a little bit better. Maybe not, no guarantees, but I do hope that it will. So, okay, we're just gonna take this and put this over to the side. We'll get those at the end. Those are the compliment paper things. All right. And then these are the little advice cards. We'll start with your Believe in Your Own Magic oracle cards. All right. Which one do I want first? I think this one. Okay. Oh, no, wait. I want this one on the back. There we go. All right. So I don't know if you'll be able to see these when I hold them up to the camera, because I can't see the screen. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. But, oh, right. There was something else I want to say. Well, I'll show you this card first. Okay, we've got thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Okay. Before I get the rest of the cards out, I wanted to mention that these messages, what you're doing well at, what your guides are proud of you for, this could be, I lost my train of thought. Oh, right. Okay. This could be things that you are currently doing well at, that your guides are proud of you for already doing, Or it is possible, I forgot to mention this in the intro, that it could be that these are things that you will do well at. So if you're watching the reading and you're like, I don't think I'm good at that, or I don't, this isn't resonating for me, it could be that these are things that you're going to be good at in the future. And your guides are telling you about how proud they are of you, about like what you will accomplish. So that is possible. If nothing that I'm saying sounds like anything that you want to be good at, or it doesn't sound like anything you're interested in, then it could be that this isn't your reading, and then you might want to check another group, or there just might not be a message for you in this particular reading. But I feel like if you're here, there probably is a good reason that you are. So yeah, just want to mention that. Okay, so we've got the Weave Together the Crown You Deserve, and then we've got Sundress, Do It For You. And that, whoops. Again, I feel awkward holding this up because I have no idea if you can see it or not, but I don't know if the camera's focusing or anything. But we'll just do the best we can with this. Okay. And then we've got Universe. We're all just stardust. And we have Raindrops. Take a chance on them. Okay. So what I'm getting from these cards, and I remember when I shuffled them out for you guys, I really wish I could have included the shuffling, but again, we're making do with the camera that, with the setup we've got at the moment. So what I was feeling for you guys is that, wow, I am getting so warm all of a sudden in this group. That is crazy. Okay, I don't know. That's weird. That is what happens when I am doing Reiki, but I'm not sure why it's happening in this group. I'm not sure if that's the reason. I do not know, but wow, there is a lot of energy in this group. There's a lot of something. Okay. You guys have really strong guides. I feel like either there are like a lot of people watching this group, but I feel like whoever's watching this group, you have really like a lot of people around you, or a lot of guides around you. Because there's like, it just feels like there is a lot of energy present in this group. Okay. Anyway, sorry, on to the message. It says, weave together the crown you deserve. And Sundress Do for Universe. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I got it. I already read it through. I don't need to do it again, I guess. But anyway, I can't edit out the gaps or anything. Like, I can't edit out the pauses. So now I'm nervous because I know if I like pause for a really long time, then I can't edit it out. And now it's just making me ramble more, which is kind of what I was worried about. But okay, I'm just going to try to regroup and I'll get it together. Okay. All of the energy kind of like threw me off for a second there. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of like, oh, all right. Anyway, I feel like you guys are really good at helping other people to feel special. And I feel like you're really good at helping people to feel empowered, and helping other people to feel confident and to recognize the beauty in themselves and the uniqueness. I feel like you're good at helping other people to feel seen and appreciated. And I feel like you're good at helping other people to appreciate themselves and see the beauty in themselves. Like the beauty in their own strengths, the beauty in their own unique beauty. And I feel like you have your own unique beauty. Group 2, I feel like you guys really embrace, I'm just hearing like unique, because I'm being drawn to like the snowflakes on this card. And I'm just feeling like, yeah, and that it's funny. It's like these specks of stardust kind of remind me of the snowflakes in this card. And there's like glitter, or like there's like, it's not glitter, but it's like lights, like those little, I feel like you're a light. It's like you are you I feel like you guys shine really brightly, and that makes sense because of all the energy I was picking up. It's like you guys have a really strong light, and it's like you shining your light helps other people to feel like safe or comfortable to like shine their light. It's like your light lights them up and helps them to shine too. It's like, and I feel like it's like I see this girl like off, like they're sharing an umbrella, and this isn't really the meaning of this card because it says take a chance on them, but I feel like the way this card is speaking with the other cards in this particular reading, it's like I feel like you share your umbrella with people. It's like you share your energy, you share your time, you share your attention, you yeah, it's like you share with others. It's like the kindness and thoughtfulness that you share with others, like it really makes an impact on them. And I feel like you're a very kind person, and I feel like you're a very generous person. I really do feel like you make a big difference in a lot of people's lives. Again, I mean, I felt this way in group 1 too, but I always love doing readings like this because I just get to like connect with how cool you guys are, and I feel really honored to be able to read for such cool people who are, you know, doing just wonderful things in the world. It's really nice to do these readings, and yeah, you guys seem amazing. Group 1 was amazing. You guys seem amazing. Pretty sure group 3 is amazing too. Um and I love this. This is just amazing. Okay, so yeah, I feel like because this card has to do with, you know, valuing yourself and, you know, respecting yourself and, you know, treating yourself well. And you also help other people to treat themselves well too. It's like, I feel like I'm not saying this right, but, basically, I just feel like it's like you help other people to feel like they deserve, um, it's like you help other people to see that they're worthy and deserving of being treated well and being treated with respect and, you know, dignity and kindness, and you know, that they deserve good things in their life. It just feels like it's like you kind of help other people to realize like how it's possible to be treated. Like there's something about your presence or the way you act towards people. It's like it's like almost like it sort of activates them in a way in that they realize their worth. And it might not even be something you consciously do. Either for some of you it could be, but for some of you it might even just, you might not even realize what an impact it has on people, but it's just like even just contact with your energy. It's like it awakens something in them or like gives them, it's like it's like it just sparks something. Yeah, sparks, you know, like it sparks something. You spark something in people. And part of what you spark is a feeling of like, I matter. Like a feeling, it's like you help other people to feel like, you know, they have a place, or they matter, that they deserve to be treated well, you know. It's sort of like people realize that they deserve to be treated better than they are, or something like that. In certain, yeah, it's like it just feels like you you are able to help people connect with their sense of self-worth and value. um and it kind of has this feeling of like it's like when you treat someone like they're special, or you treat someone with kindness and respect. It's like it really has an impact on them, or it really, it's like they really remember that feeling, and it's like then they start to expect. I don't, and I'm not even sure if like all of you do it on purpose, or I'm not sure how this works for all of you, but I'm just getting the message that um, after you have like after they've interacted with you, it's like they know what it feels like now, or something, or it's like they know it exists, and so now it's sort of like they start expecting more from the people around them, or they start expecting to be treated. And it's almost like they start treating themselves with more respect and kindness, and like seeing the value in themselves too. It's like it becomes easier for them to, it's like now they know what it feels like, and it's like they start treating themselves more like that too. Not, and then they start expecting to have people in their lives that also treat them like that. And I feel like this really has a large effect in their life. It's, you guys feel kind of magical in what you're able to do for people in this way. And I feel like sometimes it's even just very simple actions that you take, but there's something, it's like you activate people, or you awaken something in people, and you just, even you just being around seems to have this impact. I feel like for a lot of you, even just being around people, and has, it just kind of like has this kind of magical effect. For others of you, it's like it's different probably for everyone in this group. For some of you, it's like you're, even just your very presence does this and like activates people. And for other people, it's like the little acts of kindness you do for people, or like just small interactions, even if it's just like smiling at someone or just saying a kind word. It really, really makes a way bigger impact than you might even like realize. It just really, it really, it really touches people's hearts, and it 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 makes it like, it like plants a seed in people. um and it does, it makes a big impact on people. And I feel like this is a gift you have. I feel like this is a gift, like almost like for some of you, maybe you had to work to to cultivate. I feel like you had to put in some work to get this ability, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. But for some of you, but for a lot of you in this group, I kind of feel like this is just kind of like a gift that you naturally have. Maybe you have, maybe you have like I don't want to say perfected it, but like maybe you have like gotten better at it as the years go by. But I feel like for a lot of you, this it was a gift or is a gift that you innately have, like that you were. It's kind of like you were kind of just meant to do this. Almost kind of like this. It's like you have this gift because you were meant to make an impact on people. I feel like maybe that's why I was picking up on like such powerful guides, because I feel like you're not alone in this. Like the impact that you make, the reason you make such a big impact on people is because it's like this divine energy that comes from something higher than you. It's like it flows through you. The reason you have such an impact on people, it's not just you or just your actions. It's like it's like the energy that comes through you. It is a divine energy. It is a higher energy. It's like something's working through you to do this good and to have this positive impact on people. And I feel like that's why it's so impactful when you do it. This is just, I'm getting the feeling that this is like a really special, something about you. You have a very special gift if you are attracted to this group. It's like what you do seems to have, it's like it has more of an impact when you do it than maybe if someone did the same exact thing as you. And I feel like it's because you are like a channel. Oh my gosh, that's why I think that's, see the hands and like, okay. It's like you guys are a channel, because I was feeling like I do when I do Reiki, when I act as a channel for Reiki energy, and it's almost like you are like a channel for this type of divine energy. Some of you might actually be Reiki masters in this group. I don't know. I just want to throw it out there. Or you might be, I don't know, in the future. But there's something here, or you do some sort of energy healing. But for others of you, this is even just like, whatever it is some sort of very, very pure and good, for lack of a better word, energy. It's like divine in its nature. It comes through and it comes through you like you're a channel for it. And it comes through you and it like, yeah, through you to the people that are open and wanting this energy to help them. And it's like it unlocks something in them, or it awakens something in them, or it heals them. There's something about like awakening, unlocking, healing. It's healing. It really is. And I don't know if any of you might even be sort of uncomfortable with this, or because some of you might be, I don't know. I feel like it's not everyone in this group, but if you're feeling like maybe you're a humble person, or you're wondering like why, I don't know. I just kind of felt like I had to say that like you really do have this impact on people, and you are healing to people. And you do have this ability, and it's a beautiful thing. And your guides, it's kind of like I'm getting this feeling like your guides are so appreciative of you, agreeing to work with them. And I'm not actually sure if all of you are consciously aware that you've made this agreement to like let this energy flow through you. I hope you know, because this might be kind of awkward or weird if you didn't know, but it's like your higher self at least knows about this and made the agreement to like let this, to do what you need, like to do the actions that you're inspired to do, and let this energy flow through you to do this work to help other people. I can't actually remember what I just said, so I hope what I'm saying is making any sense at all. But like, yeah, basically I just feel like, and even just like you being you too, like just you being you, expressing yourself, and it's like yourself, just it's like your self-expression. And I'm not sure if this is going to make sense, but it's like your self-expression, and your it's like your expression of yourself is like your expression of your divine essence. That is the way the words are coming through to me. It's like you're expressing your, it's like the way, it's just something about the way you express yourself. It's like your soul shines through in some way. And again, it's kind of like the same message, but in a different way. It's like your soul shines through, and it's like your soul, when your soul's energy shines through when you express yourself, it's like it sparks like the soul. It's like a recognition that people have, or something, like they can connect easier to, it's like they connect to their, it's like it sparks something, and it sparks an ability to connect more easily with their soul or something when they see you like connected with your soul. And it's like for some reason when you're doing, like when you speak, or when you, for some of you it's like the way you dress, or like the way you decorate yourself, something about like the way you look, or the way you talk, or the way you um um maybe like sing, or like paint, or because it could be a creative expression here too, but there's something about the way you express yourself. It's like, it's like you're showing your, it's like you connect to your soul when you express yourself. It's just how it keeps coming to me. And it's somehow that it kind of inspires others, or it's like more than inspiration though. It's like you inspire them, and that's beautiful, that's a beautiful thing. And part of this is like they're inspired by you expressing yourself. They feel like they can express themselves. And that's definitely part of this, but there is like a deeper layer that I had to go into, where it felt like this is an energy, like this, the reason it makes such an impact when you do it is, I mean, because I really felt like I needed to say that about, there is like, it's like you are a channel for this energy. And I feel like not everyone, it has these channels open. Like not everyone is able to channel energy like you can naturally channel energy. And I feel like um I feel like maybe if others, it's like it's just a special gift that you have, that I feel like probably a lot of you came in with, but like you could like others, it, it it's like the channels that you have open to channel this divine energy, it's kind of like other people could open those channels, but it would take a lot more to open those channels and a lot of practice, and you just kind of naturally came in with it. I'm not sure if this is going to make any sense, but these are just the words and the way that they're the guides are communicating it to me. So hopefully this will make some sense to some of you, or at least be intriguing, if nothing else. But yeah, your guides are, I just keep feeling like they're, not only are they proud of you, which they're very proud of you, but they're very thankful to you and like grateful to you for taking this. I just keep feeling like for doing the work that you do, for agreeing to like, and always, it's like, because the agreement kind of feels like that you always come back to this energy, because it's sort of like if you didn't, it's like you could choose to not channel this energy. It's like you could choose to be not in an energy where you're generous towards others and are kind to others. Like you could choose to not do that. And they're really proud of you that you have chosen to take the path you've taken and be the person that you are, and spread this beautiful energy that you do, and spread the kindness that you do, to others. I really hope this is making sense. It's so weird. Like sometimes I will get a group where I just, like, it happens to some extent in every reading where I don't remember very well what I've just said, because it's like it comes through and then it's kind of gone. Like when I watch the video again after I've done like the film, and like when I'm editing and I watch the video again, like I will have to take notes sometimes, like because like I will like I forgot. I always forget, like I don't know what I've just read. It's just kind of the way it goes when I am doing this kind of work. So it's super weird because it's like it's just I don't know why I'm telling you this, but anyway, okay, so I think I've got, but it's like really strong in this group. Like this group, I keep forgetting like what I've just said. So hopefully I haven't repeated myself a lot, but can't really help it. So, okay. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to do advice cards. So this is like things that, like, sort of like ideas for places you could improve, or like ways that you could take this even further, or like expand this even further, or and I'm just also hearing like self-care. I think you're really or like doing what you love helps encourage other people to do what they love. That's just another thing. I'm not sure if I already said that, but yeah, that's in there too. I'm not sure why I said so. I don't know if it's like you inspire people to, I think you do help encourage other people to take better care of themselves and, you know, to be treated better by others. But, and so I do feel like that's there too. Also, though, it could be another message like, you might want to focus a bit more on that right now during this particular time period. It's going to probably depend since there's more than one of you watching, but okay. So we've got turbulence. The mind is murky in rough waters. We've got rescue, help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. And I definitely feel like you guys really do help others. Like when they need, like you do provide aid to others, even sometimes just through small acts of kindness or sometimes bigger things. No, there's something else here though too. I'll get to it in a second. Okay, we've got the ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. Ooh. Uh-oh. I kind of jumped. All right. I don't know. I guess that's good enough. All right, and we've got empathy. There's more beneath the surface. Empathy seems like a really good card for you guys because I just feel like you guys, I feel like that's one of your superpowers. Okay, we've got flow. Let your worries drift away. I feel like that's one of your superpowers. Group 2 is empathy. It's like the way it's like you encourage other people to have empathy for others. You are empathetic towards others. And it's like this, it really helps. It helps ease other people. People just feel at ease around you. That's another thing I'm getting. It's like it's like just being around you helps other people's like to like, it's like their worries drift away. Like the card says, it's like their worries either, again, with the healing energy, I feel like, because I feel like it's not even just while they're with you. For some people, it's just like while they're with you, in that moment, it just helps them to feel like everything's going to be okay. Or like, they don't feel so scared or so worried when they're in your presence. But I feel like, also like once they've encountered you, it is like, I do feel like you really, it's like healing. You have a healing presence, and it helps other people feel safe and not so worried. I feel like you kind of help ease people's anxiety. But I also feel like that it's not just when they're in your presence. I feel like even after they leave your presence, it's like that energy still stays with them, and I don't know. It's like, I don't know. There's something about you guys that you guys seem really magical, group 2. That's all I can say. Like, this is just, it's you do. You comfort people, you help people feel safe. You are empathetic towards others. You encourage people to be empathetic to each other. You're you're beautiful, expressive, unique. Like the card says, beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. Your energy feels very much like the ocean to me. You feel like water. It doesn't mean you have to be a water sign, but some of you might be. But I just feel like there is this. There just is. It's like there's this connection to water, and it's like you are sort of. You have those strengths of the water energy. It's more than that, but that's just something I felt like I should bring up. Might be some confirmation for you that this is your reading if you do have a very special connection to water, or you feel very drawn to water. I just feel like there's something there. If some, I feel like it's either, okay, this is probably going to be, it's going to depend. It won't be the same for everyone watching this, but for some of you, you're the one that's always there when, because it's like there's something about the mind and in rough waters, and this is worries drifting away. So I feel like, again, this goes back to you help like redirect people's thinking, or you help redirect people's mind. And it's like I wonder if this is something you do on purpose, or for some of you, you might like do a career or something where you like as a counselor, but others of you, it's almost like just there's just something about you helping people to feel rescued from their thoughts for some reason. It's like, and again, it's like you have a very soothing, calming, or just like a very, I don't know, you might not be soothing and calming, but there's something about you that makes people feel safe. And it is sort of like it's like it gets them out of their head, or it gets them out of like dark thoughts and into something, into a different type of thought pattern, or like a different headspace that feels healthier, or it feels like less dark, less scary. Yeah, it's like you bring light. It's like You just are light. You are light, and your light, it's like when people are in the presence of your light, it's like well, then it's not dark anymore. It's like it's like they feel like they're not in the dark or something. And they feel like less alone. And they feel cared about. Oh man, I have teared up in every single group. Well, okay, there was only one other group, but like I even started tearing up in group 3 when I was shuffling the cards out. And now I'm tearing up in your guys' group too, but I just feel like I think I'm just feeling the energy of like the people that like appreciate you, and like the impact that you've made on some people. Just, yeah, it really matters. Group 2, and that's just a beautiful thing. Thank you for doing this for other people. I just think this is a really beautiful thing. And obviously your guides are super proud of you for this, and just very happy that, you know, you spread these good vibes to everyone, and that you do these nice things for people. And people really appreciate it. Maybe not everyone, because, you know, you can't please everyone ever, no matter how hard you might try. But yeah, you make a difference to a lot of people, and they really appreciate it. Also, if there's something right now, guys, this might not be for everyone, but if you're going through a difficult time right now, it seems like, you know, like you're usually there for others. So sometimes, like when we're there for others a lot, sometimes it's hard for us to be the ones to ask for help. Or we feel like there's a lot of responsibility on us, and it's hard for us to, like, we're afraid of letting people down or something. But or it's just hard to like recognize, maybe not recognize, but like it's just, maybe it might be hard for some of you to ask for help, or like you're so busy helping other people that you forget that you're human too, or like you kind of, I don't know, I don't know, there's just something here where if some of you kind of feel like you need some help right now, or you need a break or something, it's like, don't be afraid to ask for help, or to seek help with something, because I feel like, well, definitely you guys deserve to be helped too, obviously, but like, you know, we all deserve help when we need help, but like, I'm just feeling like they're encouraging you. If there's somebody here who needs some help right now, your guides might just like be giving you a little nudge to ask for some help. And I feel like help will be there for you. Maybe even more help, more people might even want to help you than you might think. Because it seems like you've helped so many, and I really do feel like the gratitude from people. You've really made an impact, a really positive impact on. You really have on. I feel like a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people in this group. It's like you have made an impact on a lot of people, and I don't know who you are, group 2s, but it just seems like you're a really beautiful person who's done some really, really amazing things, or had a really amazing impact on people, and I just think that's wonderful and that's beautiful and you're beautiful and I just can't stop. I can't stop complimenting you guys. Okay. It's just a really nice energy. All right. So now, I know I've already complimented you a lot, but I'm going to get into these little paper things because I feel like I could just keep talking and that's what usually happens. But my phone will die if I, if I do that this time. So, I have to try to keep this a shorter video. I don't know. I feel like I've done a bad job. I feel like this is going to end up being long, even though I was hoping it would be fast. But we'll see. All right. So now we have these. It says, you're so warm and so good at making others feel comfortable. Yeah. See, these, I really wish I had the shuffling in this reading because like, these cards went together so well with the papers. It was almost crazy. Yeah, but I can't include it in this one because I don't have the room. But I really wish I had this on film so you would know, like, I did not pick these out on purpose. Like, these randomly came out and they just, well, not randomly, like, but I mean, they came out, well, it would seem random, but you know, that's the magic of this because clearly not random. They went so well with the rest of the reading. It's crazy. All right. Anyway, it says, you're a visionary and have beautiful dreams for a better world. That just, yeah, that makes perfect sense for this group. Because again, it just really feels like you have a really big energy and you do care about so many people and you do make an impact on others. And yeah. Wow, this is such a cool group. You guys are so cool. Okay. I think that's in here too. I think isn't there one that says you're so cool? No, maybe that's the other group. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'll read what's on the paper. Okay. It says, oh, this is so cute. It says, plants love you. Plants love you. You're so good with them. Oh, are some of you plant parents out there? Do you have plants? You should. That's what this says. If you don't have plants, you should think about getting a plant or you should think about getting a plant because apparently plants would love you. They love your energy. Plants are very sensitive to energy, so that kind of makes sense. Okay. It says your smile is like sunshine. Or maybe some of you might have like a special plant that you feel very connected to. Yeah. That was another thing I thought I should mention. It says your smile is like sunshine. That makes perfect sense. Maybe that's part of like how you affect people. I don't know. It's like, because I was picking up on for some of you, it's just like your presence does this for people. It's like, it's not even like specific actions you always take, but it's like just your presence even, or just your smile, it impacts people. I don't know. It's just like, it just has this healing effect on people. That is so beautiful. Okay. It says, you're stunningly graceful and composed even under pressure. Wow. That is an amazing compliment. I really wish I was better with that. That is, wow. And again, that makes sense because people feel comfortable around you and, wow, you guys are amazing. You guys are just really cool in this group. There's so many beautiful qualities about you guys. Okay, it says you have excellent leadership qualities. Is there anything you guys can't do in this group? I'm just saying, this is crazy. Okay. Oops. All right. I vote for group 2. Group 2 should run the entire world. I'm just saying, like, you guys should be in charge. I vote for you guys because you guys seem awesome and this is like, yes. All right, I don't remember what I was going to say, but it says you're so stylish. You have excellent fashion sense. Okay, so, and that makes sense because I was feeling like the self-expression thing, and I think I even mentioned like clothes or like, but something about like the way the way you, I'm hearing adorn yourself. So like the way that you dress, the way that you decorate yourself, a lot of people really like that about you. And yeah, I guess you have got it going on in the fashion department, group 2. So that's another thing. Again, you guys are just amazing across the board. You've got it all, group 2. Wow. Okay. It says, you're so good at making people feel safe and accepted. Yep. See, we talked about it. Yep, you are. You are. Yep, you are. You're just amazing. Okay. I feel like, I mean, I probably could have gotten on here and just said, like, you're the most amazing person that's ever existed. Okay. Reading is done because that's like how awesome you guys are. Okay. And I don't feel like I'm being, like, you can argue with me, but I don't feel like I'm being over the top here. Like, I feel like group 2s, you guys are amazing. You are really, really amazing. Okay. And I don't know if any of you needed to hear that right now, but in case you were questioning, you are. You are just amazing. And then we've got, you're so kind. You are. Wow. And that's why people love you so much. You make people comfortable. You're kind. You're calm under pressure. You have, I mean, you're, wow. You look good, apparently. Like, you've got it. You just, wow. I cannot believe such amazing people are watching my readings. This is just a really beautiful reading to do because it's just so nice to connect with your energy. And yeah, I feel honored to do these readings and just like remembering that there are nice people like you guys out there, and you know, getting to connect with all of you guys. It's a really nice feeling. And okay, I guess that's it. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this reading in some way. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed doing it, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. Okay. I guess that's it. Thank you again for letting me read for you, and I will see you again sometime, I hope. Take care, group 2. Bye. Oh, I should probably try to do this faster because I am not right. The camera is not pausing. I have to rush. That is something I'm not good at. Okay. Gotta get to group 3 before I run out of space. All right. Out. Group 3. Take a drink before I start group 3. If anyone's still here, I just have to take a drink before I get to group 3. Yeah, I feel like this is going much longer than I wanted it to because, again, like if I'm losing my voice and I feel so thirsty, I feel like that means I talked for a really long time. So this might not end up being as short as I was hoping, which is story of my life. Okay. Okay. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm so happy that you're here. And I hope that this reading will make you feel nice. So, yeah, I just hope this reading will help you feel good or contribute something nice to your day or night or wherever you are. Oops, oh, I'm dropping things already. Okay, so we're just going to stick that over there. Those are your compliments. We've got your little advice cards here. And first we're going to get into your oracle cards and see what your guides are most proud of you for right now, what you're doing well, excuse me, that they want to highlight and talk about. All right. So first card we've got is nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. I don't know if you'll be able to see these because I can't see if the camera is focusing or not. So sorry about that, but I can't see the screen because it's my phone and the way it is, I can't see anything. But all right, we've got sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. And we have garden. Something lovely will grow from this. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to mention for you guys, I forgot to mention this in the intro. These could be messages about what you have already been doing that your guides are proud of you for, or this could be things that you are going to do that you haven't done yet, or energy that, you know, it could be some things that you're going to do that you have not done yet, or it could be things that you have already done. So I just wanted to mention that it could go either way depending on, you know, who. It'll be different for each person who watches that, but there are two possible scenarios with this. So if you're watching this and you're thinking this isn't resonating or it doesn't sound like you, it could be that it's because it's not you yet, or you haven't done these things yet, but it's like an indication that this is what you will do. It's like a glimpse into your future, things that you will do. Now, if it sounds like it's not something you're interested in at all, or it's not resonating at all with you, then it could be that this isn't your reading. So you might want to check another pile, or there just might not be a reading in this, or a group in this particular reading for you. But hopefully if you're here, hopefully there's a reason that you felt drawn here to this group. So all right, so now we're going to get into the reading. We have, with these cards, right, I remember now. When I was shuffling your cards out for you guys, I actually do remember I started crying. I just got hit with this really strong wave of emotion because I just felt like in this group, I mean, actually I've gotten emotional now in every group, but for you guys, I got emotional while I was even just shuffling the cards out, because like the feeling of like how proud your guides are of you for how far you've come and what you've been through was just so strong that I started crying just during this shuffling process. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to get through this group without crying again, probably. I did not expect this when I did. I thought it was going to be a light reading. And for me, though, even light readings become very emotional. Sometimes not in a bad way at all, like a really good way. Like it's beautiful, you know, and I don't mind it because it's like, I feel so much. Like I was feeling so much just like beautiful energy from your guides that it just made me cry. Yeah. Anyway, so I should probably get into the actual message, but I just wanted to mention that that's what I experienced from this group while I was shuffling the cards out. So I feel like for you guys, you have been through a lot. You've been through a really difficult period of time, either recently or in the past, but I feel like whatever it was, you are moving on from the past. It's like I feel like you've put in a lot of healing time. It's like you've put a lot into your healing. I feel like a lot of you have been working on not on like like you've been working on changing your thought patterns. For a lot of you, you've been working on like limiting beliefs and working on thought patterns that keep repeating, and like negative thoughts that keep repeating, and like maybe intrusive thoughts that keep coming up. And uh sorry, I can't edit out the gaps, guys. I can't edit out the pauses because I'm doing all of this in like one take. Because it doesn't do well when I try to edit like large files on my phone. So just wanted to mention that. Okay. Yeah. I just feel like you guys have had like a lot, like it's like you had for a while, it's like your memories from the past just kept coming up over it. Like I just see your memories coming up over and over again, like negative thoughts coming up over and over again, and like negative memories coming up over and over again. And it just feels like you have been working on something, like you've been doing some sort of healing activity that is changing the way that you think. Like it's changing your thoughts, it's changing the way your mind operates. And to be less focused on the past and more in the present moment. Yeah. Like it's about, it's like you guys are, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're way more in the present moment than maybe you've ever been before right now at this point in your life. Like you've worked on this. So instead of constantly replaying patterns from the past because your mind and your thoughts are always in the past, your mind is more in the present and in the future. And so you are like attracting, this really feels a lot like manifesting. Like a lot of you guys have been working, I think, on your ability to manifest, or at least to attract or experience better experiences in your life through changing the way that you think, like changing your subconscious mind or changing your thought patterns that are just kind of like automatic even. Maybe they are like it's like you're changing it all. You're just really, I feel this energy of like you really shifting your mind around in a really big way. It's like these memories that you used to kind of just replay in the background of your mind a lot, or sometimes maybe in the front of your mind that would pop up. It's like those um those memories or those thoughts aren't replaying. Um because it's almost like because now you've programmed your mind not to replay those things. It's like you've put new thought patterns in their place. And so now you are like severed from your past, because it almost feels like for a lot of you, for the longest time, you kept having the same thing from your past repeat itself. It's like the same thing would happen to you, like the same pattern would repeat over and over again. The same thing would, yeah, the same thing would happen over and over again, or yeah, things would repeat. And for some of you, maybe for a long time, you didn't know why. You just thought, am I just unlucky? Why does the same thing keep happening? And I feel like for you guys, you figured out it was because it was your thoughts. It's like because it was your subconscious beliefs, or it was your subconscious thoughts, or even like conscious thoughts as well. But it was like it was your thoughts. The way you thought was affecting your energy in a way that it was almost like you were still in the past. And it was like because you were thinking the same way and believing the same way you always had, even when you tried to change like little things here and there, it's like the subconscious beliefs, and like there was something deeper that was still the same way you had always operated. It was sort of like your mind or part of your mind, like your mind had an operating system, let's say, because I've heard this example and I thought it was good. Your mind is like running on an operating system, and it's like that operating system is like your subconscious thoughts and your beliefs, and it's like you've been running this same program for a really, really long time. Like this entire time you've been running the same program, and it's like never updated. It's never changed or updated. So it's like your mind is it's like your beliefs and your thoughts weren't, yeah, they weren't updated. They weren't serving you anymore. They weren't helping you get to where you wanted to go in life, but it's sort of like you weren't aware before of how to change them, or that they were even there in the background kind of undermining you, or you didn't realize that that would be enough to cause you, for some of you, you may not have realized that it was enough to cause you this much of a problem. But for others of you, like you were, like you knew it was causing, it just depends on, it'll vary from person to person because there's multiple people watching this. But whatever the case was, I just feel like it was the way you were thinking. It was like your thoughts, your memories, all those things you were replaying from the past that you, yeah, it's like your thoughts and beliefs were the same, or at least the subconscious ones were. And so whenever you try to change something, it's like those things were still undermining you. It's like it was undermining your efforts. And it was causing you to have the same results that you had in the past over and over again, because it's like you were still, in some way, your energy was still the same as it was in the past. It's like that past energy. It's almost like you were in the past in a way. It's like because your mind was still in the past, or your mind was still in the working the same way it had in the past. It's like everything in your present and in your future was still the past. It still happened the same way as the past, because it's like in a way you were still in the past because your mind was still operating the same way it had in the past. If that makes any sense. I hope it is making some sense. You might want to look into, what is his name? Dr. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to get his name wrong. I'll put him in the description box. If I find out I said his name wrong. I think it's Dr. Joe Dispenza. Dr. Dispenza. I feel like that's his name. You might want to look him up. Or maybe you already have, because for some of you, this is stuff that you've already been working on, and you have like come out of this space, or you're working on. You've like made great progress. For those of you that this is like something you haven't done yet, you might want to look at his work. I know there are other people too. You might be interested in Eckhart Tolle too. So I know there are others too, but anyway, those are just the ones popping into my head. But like, it just feels like you have been changing your mind, like changing your brain, changing the way you think, like the way it operates. You've been like updating your operating system, getting rid of the beliefs that you feel like shouldn't be there anymore. And the memories that you feel like you do not need to replay anymore. And practicing, like you've been practicing coming more back to coming into the present moment and connecting like with the space you're in now, without any attachment to the past, without thinking about the past, without thinking about anything. I feel like you guys have been working on meditation to find that space of like coming into the present. I feel like if you haven't, that's something that you guys might want to look into. I feel like, but I feel like if you have been doing this, that's part of what you've been using. Meditation. and maybe other tools too. Like for some of you, you could have also gone to therapy, like traditional types of therapy. And you may have also combined it though with other mindfulness practices. But I feel like there is something here about reprogramming your subconscious. And that helps you detach from the past. Like change the patterns that have been repeating in your life. It's like the practice of coming into the present moment and detaching from the past, combined with the reprogramming of your subconscious and putting in thoughts that you want to have running in the background, thoughts that support you, thoughts that are helpful to you, that uplift you, that like support you, that empower you. Because I feel like those thoughts are actually like creating your world, creating your reality. And creating the experiences, creating the events, at least to a large extent. If not all, like if not everything, like at least to a large extent, your thoughts are producing the experiences that you're having in life. It's almost like it's attracting it to you or creating it in some way. It's sort of like you're manifesting. Like before, you were manifesting the past over and over again because your energy was still in the past. And it's like through this changing of, like rewiring of your mind in a lot of ways, you are now, your energy is different, and now you are manifesting from like a new place, from a place where you're not attached to this past energy, and so you're going to manifest completely different experiences, and you're manifesting, or if you don't like the word manifesting, you're at least creating a new type of life for yourself where you have different experiences than anything you had in the past. And it's like what you want to experience now versus like what used to repeat over and over again. Hopefully this is making sense. This one's a little bit more tricky to explain. Like there's a lot to this, but I feel like, yeah, it's like now you're getting to the point, or you will be again if this is something that hasn't occurred for you yet. You're getting to the point now where you are it's like you are painting the sun into your sky. Like you are creating this. You are creating this life that you always dreamed of. You are creating your dream life. You're manifesting your dream life. You are, yeah, you're doing it. Like you're the one. It's like you're feeling like you're empowered now, and like you're the one in control of your destiny, or you're the one in control of creating the life that you've always wanted to have. Again, at least to a great extent. I feel like it maybe completely, but at least to a very large extent, you're the one that's in the driver's seat here. And if it makes you feel more comfortable, it's like your guides are also helping you still. Like you can ask them for input into, about what things would make you happiest and stuff. But I feel like you're the one making this happen. It's like they might be helping you, but it's like you're manifesting this, you're creating this, you're taking the actions, and having the thoughts and stuff that are producing this result in your life. And I feel like you're taking everything that you have been through in the past. It's interesting though. It's like, it's not that you like have like completely left, like you've completely cut yourself off from your past or any memory of it. It's just like those negative memories don't repeat themselves all the time, like intrusively. But it feels like you've taken the lessons from the past, like you've taken the wisdom, you've taken the understanding that you could gain from those difficult experiences that you had, and you have all of this hope and this faith that you can make, like, that something beautiful will grow in its place. It's like, I just feel like you've taken all of the good parts that you could get from it, and you have left the rest in the past. And I feel like it's just a beautiful feeling. This energy is like one of knowing that, one of rebirth, like, like you're creating the life now that you've always wanted. And it kind of feels like you're at the beginning, because it's like here in this card, she's just holding this one little tiny rose in her hand. And over here, it's like the sun, she's still in the process of painting it. It's like half painted. So it feels like, this is like you haven't fully, like you haven't fully manifested this yet, or this, your dream hasn't fully come true yet, but it's starting, it started, and it's already here is something I'm hearing, though. It's like the roots are there. It's like, and something has already sprouted. It might not be like the full thing yet, but it's happening. And your guides are so proud of you for all of this work, this enormous amount of work you've been putting in to 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 get this out of the way, so that you can move into the energy that is going to help you, that's going to help you help your guides give you this, because it's like I'm getting this feeling for this group that it's not like the traditional, like, I don't know, it's not like you're alone and you alone are creating your reality. It is sort of like that, but it's like you do have guides that are still helping you and are aiding you, and want to help you. Like the universe wants to help bring you your dreams, and like your guides want to help you achieve your goals and experience the life experiences that you want to have here. But it's sort of like, you have been blocking them. I heard someone else say it like this, and I liked it, and it felt like truth to me. And now they're bringing it up again, so it must be a good thing. But it's like it's like they could only do so much, or they could only bring so much to you, because it's sort of like your own energy, which was being affected by your past memories and your thought patterns. That was all like blocking. That was sort of like an energy that was blocking them from bringing these things that you've been asking for into your life. So yeah, it's like you were blocking them, and now it's like you've unblocked that. Like now you have opened yourself up to be like in alignment with the things that you've asked for and that your guides have wanted to bring you. Now like the gates are open, and your energy is like clear, and it's focused on the good parts of the now, and able to think about positive things in the future, and not being caught up in these past thoughts and past memories. So yeah, hopefully that's making some sense. But they're just really, really proud of you for all this work that you've done, and they're so excited and so happy for you, because they wanted to bring you, I feel like your guides have been wanting to bring you this for so long. Like they've wanted you to have these dreams come true, or these wishes come true, or that what you've been trying to manifest happen for you. And I feel like they've been trying to help you get that, and they've been feeling awful that you haven't been able to have it this whole time, and now they're just so happy that you've done this work, because now the good stuff can come in, like now you can really have way more fun with this. And just, it's like it's like the gates are open for all of these magical things to start happening in your life. And like you've started with this could also be that like you've just maybe, yeah, I just feel like you're not quite 100% there yet, or the manifestation hasn't 100%, come through, but like it's starting. It's here like this. It's taken root and it's starting to grow. And yeah, your guides are really proud of you. You have done so well, group one. Group one. I don't know why I call. Oh, well, maybe some of you might be connected to group one. I don't know. If you didn't feel drawn to it, then it might not be. But that's interesting. I do wonder if some of you might be from group one here as well. But anyway, group three, you have done so well with this. Or again, you will do so well with this if this is something that you haven't done yet. And your guides are just really proud of you and encouraging you and just letting you know that this is opening the door for some really beautiful things to come into your life. Okay, so now we're going to get some sort of like advice or like some helpful messages on how to maybe take this even further, or it could be a completely separate message. I'm not sure, but we're going to get some of these cards now. It says stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. Dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. And self-care. Or no, actually this one first. Meditate. Yeah, meditate. Make some quiet time in the still air. And then we have self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. Okay. So I feel like, again, if you haven't already, starting a meditation practice is what I feel like pretty much all of these cards are about. Meditation could be really, really, really helpful for you guys. I feel like that's going to help you visualize the future you want, and also to come into the present moment so you're not in past energy. I feel like for a lot of you, you probably already have meditated, but if you haven't, this is, or like you've been kind of avoiding it or not doing it regularly, I feel like this is encouragement from your guides to start a regular meditation practice or to pick it up again. I feel like also the meditation might help you see some of these thoughts that might be hidden, or some of these like subconscious beliefs or thoughts that might be hidden that you might not have been able to pick out yet, that you don't know what they are, that's running in the background. I feel like maybe there might even be some guided meditations to help you figure out, like to kind of reveal those thoughts to you. The limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs that you might not be aware of. I feel like maybe if you're trying to find them, meditating might help reveal those to you so that you can challenge those, or or replace them with positive, like more positive thoughts and beliefs. Okay. Hopefully that's making sense. And then we have for self-care. Yeah, with self-care, I feel like some of you, it's possible that in the past, if you were in a really difficult situation, or, where I think it's going to vary for you guys on how intense the pain that you were experiencing was, but it seems like it was pretty intense for a lot of you guys in this group. And if that was the case, like your self-care routines may have been impacted. And because a lot of times, like, if we're depressed, for example, and we're really struggling with our mental health, a lot of times our self-care routines, like even just simple things like laundry or brushing our teeth or bathing and stuff, can become really difficult. So if you were in a situation where those things were more difficult, I feel like they're just acknowledging the work that you've done on like taking the little steps that you can to improve, to improve your self-care routine. And for those of you that are still maybe struggling with that, they are encouraging you to just take baby steps, just like a little step, instead of looking, oh, I think this came up in group 1. It's interesting that this type of concept did come up in group 1, I think, where it's like, instead of looking at the whole picture of like everything that's wrong that you need to change all at once, to just try taking little bits at a time. Excuse me, just taking on little pieces at a time, like little chunks, like little tiny bite-sized pieces of things that you can focus on, and just take it one step at a time. And I feel like if you just focus on like what little improvement can I make, instead of looking at everything and being like, oh, this is wrong and that's wrong, and I need to, have all of my, do my laundry and always have it folded, and I have to always have like the kitchen perfectly clean and the whole house has to be clean, and this is dirty and that's dirty, and I need this routine and that routine, and like I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone watching. I'm not always the best at examples, but I feel like instead of looking at the whole picture of like everything that's wrong, just try to take it like one bit at a time. Like, instead of getting overwhelmed about how dirty the whole house is, just like focus on one room, or even like one corner of a room at a time, and just focus on one little bit, or like just doing one, like introducing one habit at a time might be much more helpful than like trying to take it all on at once. So that's just maybe a little bit of advice that might help. And it might just also be like a little bit of extra encouragement to try to focus a bit more on your self-care routine. If you know that that it's not supporting you the way, ideally a self-care routine would, that maybe they're just giving you some extra encouragement, that now would be a good time to focus a bit harder on introducing some habits that would be supportive to you and would help your body and help your mind function better. And I feel like with the self-care, it's not just like of your self-care as in your body and mind, but also like the care of the space around you. I feel like that might make a really big difference on your progress, because I feel like there might be some things in your physical space around you that's kind of weighing you down. For instance, if your space is cluttered, or if it is messy or cluttered, it might be it's almost like it's almost like that's going to weigh you down, and weigh it's like that's weighing you down. For some of you, if this isn't your issue, then this is just not your particular part of the message. But there is this encouragement for some of you to maybe focus on trying to declutter your space as much as you can. Like, again, one step at a time if you need to. But I feel like even just little changes in maybe the way you organize things, or maybe getting rid of a lot of things from your past, might really help you to disconnect from the past energy. I just feel like it would be refreshing and uplifting for a lot of you guys. And I feel like that might help move you forward even more than you might think it might help. I feel like it really might help a lot. I feel like that's why this is coming up. So, okay, hopefully some of that was helpful. But now we're going to get your little compliment papers. Okay, I got them. All right, so first one says, you give wonderful advice. Aw, that's really nice. I feel like you would, because it looks like you have put so much time and effort into researching all of this for yourself, and finding things that help yourself. Like you've put so much work into healing yourself. And yeah, that you would probably give very wonderful advice, because it seems like you have a wealth of wisdom and knowledge here, or you will. And I feel like maybe that's a clue that maybe like you could help others in some way with the knowledge and the, wisdom that you've gained through your process here. Okay, it says you're an amazing friend. And again, I could see that so well, because again, you just really, I feel like you could really empathize well with others, and really appreciate other people's journeys and their struggles because of what you have been through. And I feel like you would be really empathetic towards others because of, again, all of this work, because of what you've went through, and also because you're just a really impressive person in how determined you've been to heal, and to change your life. Like it's so hard sometimes to make these huge changes, like to change the way we think, to make like fundamental changes to our mind. It's a lot, it's not always, it's most of the time it's not easy. Sometimes it is, but for a lot of people, this takes a lot of time. So I feel like you guys are really impressive, group 3, and just the amount of effort that you've put into this, and dedication and determination to, to make the changes necessary and to keep trying. Like even when it's hard, or even when you feel like you're not making progress right away, you always come back to it, and you always keep trying. And you never give up, and you're like, you never felt like, well, it's just useless. I guess I'm just unlucky. I'm going to just sit here and do the same thing over and over again. It's like you looked into it and you're like, no, I'm not happy with how this keeps going over and over again. And I feel like there's something I can do, like something that's within my control that I can do to improve the outcomes that I keep having in my life. And you did it, like you found the stuff, and then you have been putting the work in, the consistent work in. And if you haven't yet, this looks like this is where the direction you're headed in. And in whatever case, you are impressive. This is hard work to do. This is very difficult. This is not, this takes consistent work and focus. And that is really amazing about you. And I just feel like, yeah, you would be an amazing friend. I could totally see that about you guys, group 3. Anyway, okay, it says you're such a caring and nurturing person. It just goes perfectly with these other ones. I could totally, again, it makes perfect sense, because it feels like you have been through so much that you now want to contribute that, or will want to contribute to others. And I feel like, again, like the struggles you've been through gives you a lot of caring and empathy for other people. And your guys want to acknowledge that about you, because it's really beautiful, group 3. And this one says you're magical. You are magical, group 3. It's like, and that because we were talking about manifesting and stuff, and I feel like it's gonna feel magical, like your magic, your ability to create your life, and to create, the experiences and relationships and everything that you're hoping to have in your life. It's like you're going to feel like you're magical, because you're going to be able to do it now. You're going to be able to manifest these things and influence events and influence your life to, mold it into what you want. Like it's like you are creating your reality, you're molding your reality. And yeah, so that's why that you're magical came up, because you are magical. Everyone's magical in a way, but not everybody learns how to access their magic, or what their unique gifts are, or how to manifest, or how to influence their environment. So a lot of people never learn that they can influence their environment with their energy, or that energy is even like a real thing, or that, you know, like the way you think can create, you know, like a lot of people never learn things like that, but you are, and yeah, so yeah, you're magical. You are cultivating your or you're growing your ability to be magical. I don't know, I lost my train of thought, but you're magical. Okay. And I just feel like you're going to have kind of like a magical air about you too. Like, and I feel like maybe people are going to be starting to notice that like these amazing things are happening to you all of a sudden in your life, and these things are falling into place, and they're going to be like, how the hell did you do that? Or like, how did you go from this to that? And you're just going to be like, I don't know, I must just be magical. But like, you really are. I don't know. That was the funny thing that popped up, but you are magical. And people might be kind of thinking like, is this person a witch or something? Or maybe you are, I don't know. You could practice like, you know, magic in that way, but it could also just be, you know, these other practices. But you know, it is actually a very similar thing in that you're manipulating the outcomes of things or the world around you through your energy, through your thoughts, through your intentions, through your words, etc., etc. So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm just saying people are probably going to be taking notice of the events in your life and kind of being like, wow, how did they do this? Like, this is amazing. And they're going to be noticing that you seem magical. And I feel like your aura, or like you're just going to kind of radiate this energy that people are going to be able to like pick up on it, and you feel magical, if that makes any sense. But okay. It says you always know where to find things. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. I know this might not sound like the most flowery compliment or something, but I actually feel like that's a really good compliment because well, I mean, if you are someone who loses things a lot, you'll see you would know what a compliment that is. But it's not just even like you know where to find things laying around the house. It's like you always know where to find a resource that you need. So like you always know where to find things, meaning like you always know where to like find information, or you always know where to find like something that you're shopping for example. Like say there's some obscure need that someone has or that you have, and you're like, and they would have no idea how to go about finding the answer that they would need, or like an object that they would need. And it's like that you have something, I feel like you have like a gut instinct, or an intuition, a connection to your guides that helps you know exactly like how to quickly find exactly what you need for any given situation, or whatever anyone else might need for a given situation. So it's actually like a really that's an amazing skill to have. Like it's just like you have this sense of like exactly where to go, or exactly where to research, exactly where to look to find what you need like really quickly, or what anyone else might need really quickly. And so that helps you be really efficient in finding the resources, finding the answers, finding whatever it is that you need really quickly. So I think that's an amazing skill to have. And that's not something you have yet. I feel like that's coming for you. It says, you're so fun to be around. Oh, yes. See, you're not just like, I feel like you're coming out of this energy, like maybe you've been working, because if this is like hard work. And so if maybe you've been a bit more in hermit mode, working on yourself and trying to like build your foundation, they want you to know that like if you've maybe been feeling like you're in a super serious kind of frame of mind, or like you've been working really hard, they're letting you know that like you are fun to be around, and you're going to be coming out of this hermit mode, and like you're going to be attracting people that feel like you are fun to be around, that see your good qualities and appreciate them, and they just want you to know that like you're going to be around people who feel like you are fun to be around. And maybe like if you've been feeling kind of like you're a little bit boring or something because all you do is focus on like this healing work and stuff, if not, then this isn't your message. But if that was something you were feeling, they're just letting you know that you're going to be coming out of that energy and you're going to be feeling more. You're going to be able to like you're going to be like radiating this like positive energy that I feel like a lot of people are really going to enjoy being around you. And yeah, you're going to feel like you can have fun again. Maybe for the first time ever, you might feel like you're having more fun than you have. I know you are. In fact, like I know you're going to be feeling like you're having more fun than you ever have before because you've changed. Made this drastic change. And yeah, they're just letting you know that like it's going to make you really fun for others to be around. You're really going to enjoy being in your presence. Okay. Oh, you're so cool. See, and that just goes right along with it. Yeah. And other people are going to think you're cool. And I think you're cool, group 3. You are cool. It's just it's an objective fact. Okay. I will fight you on this. No, I'm just kidding. But no, you guys, you are cool. You are cool, group 3. Everything you've been doing here. This is amazing. It says, you're delightfully quirky. Aww. Yeah, I like you, group 3. I mean, I like all the groups today. Honestly, I feel so honored to be able to read for all of you guys and just, connect with all of you guys because I just feel like I'm really lucky that I get to read for really cool people like this. And I just think, yeah, I think you're cool, group 3. I think all the groups are great, are cool and just really great. And yeah, thank you for letting me read for you. Okay, says wait, did I read that already? You give wonderful advice. Yeah, I did read that already. Sorry. Okay. I think this one's the last one. Did I already do that one? No, I already did this. Oops, I'm sorry. I guess that was all the compliments. I guess I just don't want to stop complimenting you. It says you're such a caring and nurturing person. I'm pretty sure I read that one already, but yeah. You are, and you're just amazing, group 3. You've done so much work, and you are going to be seeing the results of this work. If you haven't already, you're going to be seeing the results of this work manifesting or, happening for you really, really soon. And I think you are, yeah, it's bringing a lot of really exciting, really good, really amazing. And I'm just hearing joyful, like you're going to be feeling more joyful and you're just going to feel so excited. There's some really exciting things coming your way. And just like keep working on this. If this is something that's new for you, or something you've yet to start yet, it looks like this is going to lead to some really great things. So either way, good for you, pile 3, you group 3, you've done amazing, and or you're going to do amazing things in your life. And your future self, I'm hearing, is like really, really just really wants to give you, I'm hearing like really wants to give you a hug and just like, thank you so much for everything you've done, to get us to the happy life that we have. But yeah, your guides are super proud of you. You are kick-ass, group 3, okay? You are amazing. Go you. I don't know. I just had to say that. Like, I want to cheer you on, group 3. You're doing so good. And yeah, you're amazing. Okay. I think that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you for being here and letting me read for you and spending this time with me. I hope to see you